Hi, I'm Jana, and this is a real mom car tour of a brand new car to me and to you. This is the 2025 Genesis GV80 Coupe. And I know it took me a hot second to get the concept of SUV and coupe together. But there's other automakers like the Germans, Porsche Cayenne has a coupe, and it's really popular for people who want the utility of an SUV with the sportiness and performance of a sedan or a coupe. And here you have the Genesis version, which is the pinnacle of luxury and performance. And I cannot wait to show you more. So let's go check it out.
If you're new here, I'm glad you found me. Hi, I'm Jana, and I give real mom car tours. I am a boy mom, auto enthusiast, and I'm an Aquarius, which means my life and sometimes these tours are a little bit chaotic, but they are fun. So buckle up and let's get back to it.
So the GV80 SUV is a vehicle I am very familiar with, and if you've been with me long enough and watched my channel, you'll know it is one of my all-time favorite SUVs. So I'm going to tell you what differentiates the coupe from that car. And the first thing you're going to notice right off the bat is this slanted roof line. This is going to give you your sporty side profile and the athleticism that you're going to have with a coupe. And this all with this more aggressive spoiler is going to demonstrate performance. You're also going to see a coupe exclusive with these 22-inch alloy wheels. But the biggest thing that's different for the coupe are the two powertrains. So let's talk about those. You have two powertrains to choose from. The first is a 3.5-liter twin turbocharged V6 engine that's going to make 375 horsepower and generate 391 pound-feet of torque. But your second, more sporty option that is exclusive to the coupe is a 3.5-liter turbocharged with an E-Supercharger, and that is what I have been driving all week. And this baby has a 48-volt E-Supercharger that's attached to your V6. It's going to make 409 horsepower and generate 405 pound-feet of torque. One of the things that the Genesis brand is known for is a G-matrix design. And you're going to see that all the way around this car. And nowhere more substantial than right here in this front end. So this is going to be different than the GV80 SUV front end. And you can see we have some smoked out chrome here, and you have an additional layer underneath that. It's going to maximize your airflow, but it's also going to keep trash and all the things out of the engine. You have more of that design down here with your aerodynamics. And Genesis has started using on these newer vehicles a really beautiful LED headlight that they call MLA, which is a multi-lens array. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't know all that means other than the fact that it's a dynamic light. It's really beautiful, and they set it in this double horizontal that is just so signature Genesis. And let me tell you what else is special about this. Carrying through for that is just the design language that goes over the whole side body of this coupe. If I were to turn on my turn signal, I think I should do that. Let me see if I can do that. So you can see how you have lights. Not only is this beautiful, and it's also functional. So you get your turn signals there, and really just so much athleticism on the side body of this coupe. The smoked out chrome accents down here. And if you notice, even on top of your door handle. And why does that matter? Because it just shows their attention to detail. When you're going to pay this much for a car, you want to know that somebody has thought about every single facet. Like these roof rails. They're kind of hidden and sunken, but they exist. So on the SUV, they're going to be raised higher and more visible for that utility look. It's still operable up top, and you can put crossbars on this should you need it. But if you don't want it, you're going to have your nice, sleek, coupe-like design. So come to the back with me because I want to show you that I still have my turn signal on. We're going to go all the way around the world to the right. But check this out. You have the same design language is carried through. You see this double line on these LEDs here in the back More of this smoked out chrome accent that stretches across the rear end here, and it just feels bigger and bolder the way it's stretched. You have an aggressive spoiler, and the whole design language here is just clean to me. The way that this flows into this here is just really sleek, but it's also functional because it is shaped this way for aerodynamics. And one of the things that you'll notice about the competition is that their coupes are kind of shaped like an egg, and honestly, that's not the vibe I'm going for. I don't really want an egg-shaped vehicle. I really think they did a nice job of making this more sleek, but not like an egg. The other thing, we have 4 really sexy, we have quad exhaust tips here and here. And the Genesis designers actually placed these exhaust tips before they drew and made the rest of the back of this coupe. So you can see they have a really bold placement, and they're very different than the exhaust you're going to find on the SUV. And if you want max performance out of your GV80 Coupe, you need to run premium fuel, and that is at least 91 octane, which I know not everybody loves, but if you're driving a beautiful creation like this, you want to have peak performance, and the only way you can do that is by using the cleanest fuel. So in the E-Supercharged version powertrain, you're going to get 18 mpg in the city, 22 on the highway for a combined mpg of 20. But your mpg will also be affected by your drive modes, and we have multiple in there to choose from, and that's honestly where the magic is happening, inside that cabin. So let's go check it out. And we can turn off the turn signal so that we're not going around the world to the right. All the magic is really happening in this driver's seat. That is supple Napa leather. These seats are also heated and ventilated, and my seat has massage. Of course, there's a power adjustment so you can get in the exact right position. And your steering wheel actually has a power adjustment as well. So it telescopes, it goes in and out and up and down. Everything about this experience in the GV80 Coupe is about being customized to exactly what you like, even drive modes. And you select your drive mode from this dial. You have Eco, which is going to be your drive mode that has the best MPG. And notice when I change drive modes, it changes my display. Comfort, which is going to be your everyday around town balanced drive mode. You have Sport for when you want to kick it up a notch. And when you do, you have paddle shifters, which some people really love to take control and jump right off the line. But I love Sport Plus. Sport Plus is going to turn off your traction control, and look at these graphics. Can you see that? Just looking at how it changed my graphics, you can tell that Sport Plus does not mess around. That is going to activate your E-Supercharger. It's going to give you the best performance. Your suspension and your steering are all going to be tuned to that drive mode. And I checked it out on all these curvy roads going between northern Minnesota to Wisconsin, back roads, side roads, and I was aggressively steering through some really sharp turns at a high speed. Don't tell anybody highway patrol. The handling is superb. I could talk to you about that all day because I love it. But I want to bring you back to something else that's really coupe specific. In addition to that Sport Plus drive mode, we have this D-cut steering wheel. And you're going to notice it's a little bit flattened off at the bottom. And this is just to give you that same feeling. When you're in a sports car, for clearance getting in and out, they usually have a flattened bottom steering wheel, and we have that here. We also have a leather wrapped with perforation on the inside, and this is just to give us a better feel and grip. Because if you want to control this car, it starts here. You also control your adaptive cruise control and your hands-free driving functions from your steering wheel here. You even have buttons where you can customize if you want to have it go directly to the radio or the navigation. But I want you to check out the pinnacle of this dash, and that is a 27-inch OLED display. And it has your gauges and clusters right in front of you. No brake with separate screens, and this has your nav built in. It does have wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, which I really appreciate. And it's really intuitive and easy to use. I've never had an issue using the Genesis infotainment. I think it's really easy. You can also control it from this dial. And look how pretty this is. This is just another area of design and somebody putting attention into making this feel luxury, making this feel special, and eye in details. Just like the G Matrix pattern that you'll see again on the quilting in these seats. Nothing has been left to just be plain. Even your small, your carbon that's trimmed in here, this beautiful orange stitching is new and exclusive to Coupe. And look at this. It matches this seat belt. I love it. While we're on this OLED display, I'm going to show you my absolute favorite thing about this car, and it's called Mood Curator. And this is how you set your vibe. You have 4 different choices of moods: vitality, delight, care, and comfort. And if I were to start vitality, you're going to have music that matches. The ambient lighting is also going to match this more upbeat, energizing atmosphere, and it's going to blow a soft fragrance into the cabin to set the mood. And it works. I love it. And it's soft, it's gentle. You don't really notice it. It's not overbearing, it's lovely. So I'll give you just a little taste of what some of these sound like.